Well, hi guys. The last couple of weeks have been really tricky weather-wise. Well, actually the last perhaps 2 months have been really difficult winter here in Portland. Seems like every 2 weeks we're hit by a snowstorm or ice storm or something. It's been really difficult weather-wise to get out or even to get to work and get around. But today we have rain and all the snow is gone, and seems like perhaps for a little while we're getting back to normal. But for a little while it was really hard to really get out of the house and make a video or have a smoke or something. And the last couple weeks I've been just really busy at work, and so I haven't really been able to get out and enjoy a pipe as much. But I'm out today in a park. I'm in Westmoreland. It's one of the village districts of Portland, in the southern Portland, and I'm in a park in a cover, taking a walk and having some coffee, which I don't do very often, get coffee to go, but today it went really well with this tobacco that I'm smoking. The flavors I think go together, so I was hit. Better get some coffee to go with this. And the tobacco that I'm smoking is this. It's Horst Lichter's Espressotabak. It's made by VAUEN. It's a German-made tobacco. So it's an aromatic. But when I say that, it's an aromatic, not in the sense that pipe smokers in the U.S. would think of an aromatic, perhaps. Often European aromatics are blended and topped differently than they are here in the U.S. So in my experience, European tobaccos that are aromatic, or what we would say the non-aromatics would be just a natural tobacco without a topping or casing. In the U.S., it's a little bit different. They're a lot more sugar coating and topping put on it, and the techniques that they use in Europe tend to be a little bit different, and the expectations different. So it's yeah, here you go. It's mostly Black Cavendish and a few different Virginias and a small amount of Burley, I think they threw in here. But it's still quite dark, and out of the tin, when you open it and go to smoke it, it's just perfect to smoke. It's not that really moist kind of tobacco that you would see in aromatics that are done here in the U.S. It's much lighter and more mild, and it's ready to smoke right out of the tin. And when you smell it, when you open the tin right away, you are hit by that sense or the smell of espresso. You really get that real deep coffee, almost a chocolatey aroma that hits you. The sweetness and almost a caramel kind of flavor or smell to it. And so it has a really good tin note, has a really good smell to it right out of the tin. Let me show you the tobacco. So it's quite dark. Oop. It's like I said, it's mostly a Black Cavendish, so real dark. But there are some light Virginias in there, and they add, for sure, the sweetness to it that you get. So when you smoke it, you don't get a really strong coffee. It's not like drinking coffee, and that's kind of what I meant by the difference of the aromatics. It's a very mild smoke, especially from what we would expect out of an aromatic here in the U.S. It's very mild. It's very light. I don't ever get any tongue bite over it. There's no sense of harshness or anything like that. It's very mellow, but it has a good flavor, but it's not an overpowering flavor. It's not, when you drink it like with coffee, it's not overpowering the coffee that you're drinking. It acts as a good condiment to it. It has good flavor like that. So if you're really into aromatics, and especially if you like the coffee taste and you like to drink coffee when you're having a pipe, this is a great one to try. It's a very mild one, and it won't overpower what you're doing, what you're drinking with it, or whatever. You do have to relight it more than natural tobaccos, I've found, but I think that's more typical with unnatural or aromatic tobaccos. But I would give it a shot if it's the kind of flavors that you like. If you're into coffees, which I am. I like coffees. I live here in the Pacific Northwest, and in Portland, and it's really known for, well, it's known for beers, but it's also known for coffees. We have a lot of coffee shops and a lot of coffee blenders up here, so I really enjoy my coffee, so this is a good one to go with it. Yeah, it's a bit like sucking on like a coffee bean that's not ground. You taste just a little bit of the coffee, just enough to give you that satisfaction of the coffee flavor, and it's not overpowering at all. So that's it. Hopefully the weather will turn better and I can get outside a little bit more, and I'd like to show a little bit more of Portland and maybe some of its places, landmarks, history with you guys. So you guys take care, enjoy your pipes, and we'll see you next time.